we'll speak loudly.
Yes.
I'm loud, and we have the audience going this way, so we should be good to go.
Good, good. Okay.
That's good.
Hello, this is SkittleZ Rain with IamAgamer.com.
Let's start over.
Yeah. That was
Pause and
edited.
We'll edit
Just
this
keep
one,
going.
and we'll start it over. And rolling. All right.
This is SkittleZ Rain with IamAgamer.com, and we will do Vincent here at the NBK on this one.
Yes.
How's your con going so far?
Oh, con's going fabulous. Having a great time. Actually, NDK is one of my favorite cons to go to. I'm actually a native from Urbana, Colorado. So coming to NDK, one, the fans are amazing. The con is fabulous, but it's also a homecoming.
So how did you get into voice
I got into voice acting. I went to the University of Colorado at Boulder, and I graduated with a degree in journalism. And I moved to New York City, and instead of going into journalism, I went and did stand-up comedy and sketch comedy and a lot of theater. And so when I was out there, I was doing a sketch at a little theater in Times Square called Don't Tell Mama, and I was doing a sketch where I was making fun of TV commercials. And so I was doing all these different voices making fun of the TV commercials, and a lady came up to me after one of my shows and hands me her business card, and she goes, "Do you have an agent?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "Here's my card, you need to call me." And she was a voiceover agent. And so that's actually how I got my start into the world of voiceover.
Sorry, I got a list of actual questions from you that I have to look at.
Okay.
How long have you been doing voiceover?
A long time. 17 years, yes. 17 years I've been doing voiceover work. Anime specifically, only about 7 years. 7 years for anime specifically. I've done a lot of animation, relay animation, and whatnot prior to getting into anime, but for anime specifically, just about 7 years.
What was your first ever voice actor?
My first ever job professionally as a voiceover actor was a Rolling Rock beer commercial for the radio. That was my very, very first job. Yeah.
First anime.
The first anime that I ever did, you know how I got into anime? Is there's one of the most markedly talented actors that I know, and one of the nicest guys in the industry. His name is Steve Bloom. Steve Bloom and I were friendly with each other. We had the same agent. Steve and I were at an audition one day, and Steve looks over at me and he goes, "Yeah, Steve, what's up, man? You ever do anything anime?" "No, never done anything." "You should do it." So I said, "Okay, dude." And so he gave me Kevin Seymour's business card. And Kevin Seymour, I called Kevin, he brought me in on Steve's recommendation, and I did a voice for Ghost of the Show, some background voices, and for a show called Youth the Cosmic. Just some very small voices. That was my first actual takes of doing anime. And then my first leading role in an anime was for a series that's near my heart called Gun Sword, or Gun X Sword, where I did the main character Fawn the Dawn.
I didn't even know, like, connected to and Vaughn and watched both of them.
That's great.
Is there any exercises you to get into?
You know, anybody with theatrical training, they're gonna, you know that there's gonna be vocal exercises. There's tongue twisters, you know, red letter, yellow letter, all that stuff. And honestly, to be honest, what I do is I sing very bad country music very poorly in my truck on the way to the studio, and that's how I warm up my voice.
Actually, really epic. What is a favorite character that you have?
One that you're cosplaying as right now. Grim Jack from his series Bleach. Honestly, it was just such a treat, such a cool character.
Voiced in the video game before you were.
Yes, exactly. I voiced him in the video game 2 years before he ever came out in anime. And so, for me, getting to voice him and finally getting to voice him in anime was very rewarding because I was in love with the character to begin with. And the fact that I got to actually voice him when he came out in anime was exciting.
True, you actually pestered for that company.
It's absolutely true that I pestered him for 2 years. I would call them and just say, "Hey, Dave Vincent here. What can I do for if you know that character Grim Jow, I'd like to play that.
Was it totally closed up?
Yes.
That was security.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
That's what happens to me behind the microphone in the booth all the time. So you have to keep that in there. Yes.
What advice would you give to somebody who's trying to get into voice acting?
Advice that I would give to somebody who's trying to get into voice acting: do theater. Do theater. Get on stage. Okay.
About stage fright.
Get over it. Get over stage fright. Get on stage because that's how you get over stage fright. And that's how you learn your craft. Take classes. My God, take classes. Take workshops. Workshops from reputable people, not from some fly-by-night that's just trying to make money. Research who the people are that are offering the classes. Research who the teacher is. And research their credits, what they've done, what's their credibility. But take classes, take workshops. Honestly, that's sage advice that I would give you if you're interested in getting into the industry. Take classes, take workshops from working professionals.
Same with special effects makeup. I can vouch on that.
Yes. And, by the way, I offer classes, so hit me up on my web or my Facebook, Dave Vincent. It's facebook.com/DaveVincent.
Would you enjoy most of it?
Honestly, the work itself is really fun. Like, I love to go in and create a character, and it's storytelling. Is what this is. It's storytelling. And what I also, like, one of the icing on the cake is getting to come to conventions and to getting to meet fans of what we do. That to me, yes, exactly, is so much fun. It's thrilling to me to know that we enjoyed putting together something in this little studio in Hollywood. And then, you know, it's people all the way in Denver and in Ireland, Australia, you know, different sides of the world enjoying what the storytelling we get to do. So being a part of that to me is also very cool. Yes. Absolutely. You know, and hearing how the storytelling in the shows and the storytelling they do affects them and how it made them feel.
Like for me, finding Nick out was like, compared to the rough time, so I was like,
Yes.
that was simple.
Well, that's amazing for me to hear. It's something that we did in Hollywood. Translates out here and something that affected me. And that's exciting.
What do you do in your downtime?
What do I do in my downtime?
That's
If I can, yes. What I do in my downtime, I bought a house, and basically all of my time is spent huge remodel and like just working around the house and all stuff. Then I hang out with my friends. No, I don't tabletop game. I don't have patience for it. Video games, I love video games. I love fighting games. But I have to admit that I'm just not a much. Yes.
So am I.
Yeah.
What do you love about conventions?
What I love about conventions is we just basically spoke up, and that's getting to meet the fans. Getting to meet the fans is the best part about it. Cosplay is my favorite part of it. Honestly, like the creativity, like the I look at the creativity people that do cosplay. I walk around and it's the one I don't have. I can't draw. I can't paint. I can't design. That's just not talent that I have. So I just tremendous amount of respect and just admiration for the creativity that goes into the cosplay. For me, it's a visual feast to go around a convention and look at all the different cosplays.
On your aspect of
Guys dressed as girls, girls dressed as guys. Yeah, exactly. You're dressed as a male character. It doesn't matter. It's for me, it's the creativity and the fun. It's just having fun.
Has there been any favorite cosplays that you've seen?
Grim Jow is always one of my favorites. You have done probably one of the. I've seen you in a couple of different versions.
I did my formal dress in my first ever one, which is animated.
And then Sabrina, yes. So seeing the different Grim Jows is always one of my favorites. But honestly, like they're all. I just a lot of times I don't recognize a character
about it on this one.
All right.
Last things you'd like to say to people and talk about any recent projects you
Yes. If you're watching this, please keep an eye out for a new series called Kill. I'm voicing the character Vincent, which is basically a talking uniform in the series. The series is hysterical, and I promise you will get a lot of laughs out of it. It's a good one.
It's about cosplayers.
Technically it's about cosplayers. Yes. And then I've got keep an eye out for Blue Exorcist. Yes, which I play Arthur as an angel in a fantastic series. I think they just finished running on Tsunami. And then keep an eye out for any gamers out there for the Super Smash Bros. Coming out, where I'm reprising my role as Robin Flair. And if you'd like to follow me, please follow me on Twitter at David Vincent VA, voice actor, or you can look me up on Facebook at facebook.com/DavidVincentVA. And look me up and follow me.
And that is all I have.
All right.
Thank you very much for being
You got it. Thank you. Bye, guys.